Life has a way of turning up the volume when we least expect it. You got your bills piling up, the children acting out, the relationships falling apart. It feels like a never ending storm. But I hear the psalmist saying, be still and know that I am God. It's the stillness that God's peace finds us. So when your world feels like it's spinning out of control, stop striving, stop worrying, and trust that God is already working on your behalf. How many of you know that God is working on your behalf today? We got to quiet the noise. Now, somebody here knows what it feels like to carry the weight of sickness in your body. The doctors done all they can, and the prescriptions just don't seem to be enough. But let me remind you that by his stripes, how many of you can shout today that by his stripes we are healed? God doesn't need a quiet hospital room to do his work. He needs a heart that says, Lord, I trust you. When the pain tries to speak louder than your faith, lift up your hands and declare, Lord, you're my healer. You got to quiet the noise. Maybe you've been wrestling with worry about your job, your family, or your future. Anxiety is like a thief. It creeps in to steal your peace. But God says in his word, do not be anxious about anything. 2, 3, y'all should have shouted right there. He says, don't be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer, petition, present your request to God when your mind is racing and the enemy is trying to tell you that it won't work out. Remember that God has the final say. Somebody put in that chat, God has the final say in my situation. Quiet the noise. And I know there's somebody here who's been through heartbreak. That loved one left, that friend betrayed you, and now your heart is in pieces. But can I remind you, can I tell you about a God who's close to the brokenhearted? He says, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. When your tears are louder than your prayers, sit in his presence and let him hold you. You got to quiet the noise. Finally, when life feels like rush hour traffic, the horns are blaring, directions unclear, chaos all around, God is calling you to pull over. Step away from the busyness. Sit in his word and let him minister to your soul. He may not remove the traffic, but he will give you peace to navigate through it. So whatever you're facing today, my brother and sister, hear the voice of the Lord saying, be still and know that I am God.